Hello everyone! So back again for more Black Crypt, and if you remember yesterday we got a lot of progress in. I was a little bit behind because because of the previous week's or 2 weeks ago, sorry, it was the previous week's one where there was a soft lock issue, but managed to sort that yesterday. So let's load up. So there's something to do with a druid. Oh, it's like the clues were February, April, October, and something else, I believe. And there was two rooms. There was like this red one and this blue one that we've now seen. That was yesterday. So we need a key for that. This takes us to the central point. We need to come back here. Let me just check the wall behind me. If that switch there. Did I press it or not? Yeah, I must have done. Yeah, there was this here which I didn't decide to jump down. I'm a little bit kind of unsure. This door doesn't open. That we can see. There is no other button here. I must have pressed that. I don't recall what it does. There's a downstairs. Do I want to go downstairs? That's the thing. I suppose it comes from this here, maybe. Let's go, let's see what happens. Oh. That's the hole. Something's around here. button there. No other button. Right. Got some food. Scroll of detection. So I need to get across here somehow. Also, let me have a quick look at the manual. There is no detection spell that I can see. Yeah, nothing. So I don't know what that does. And the only thing I can think of is it detects traps, perhaps? It doesn't really say what it is. I mean, I can do with some save scumming and see what it does, if it does anything. But I'm not sure what use that is to me. See if this opens the door. No. Wait, there's a switch here. Did I notice that one? Oh. What? Wasn't expecting all my gear to drop. I see it was just stuff in my hand. Oh, a unit. Oh, no, don't want to do that. There we go. Hello there, Hunky Tunk, an extremely rude floating gargoyle head. Yeah, the monsters of this are getting very, Oh, and the thing's gone now. The monsters in this are getting very... I'd say scarier, if you get what I mean. There we go, that's that door open. Because it's gone from limpets to this big sort of head thing. 2 head things now. We've got this metallic one and it's kind of organic Monster the Week style one. Oh, new book. Who's got a new book? You, finally. There's a quiver. Potion of extra healing. And a key. I heard that. That didn't sound good. Is that new? Glyph scroll. So that door's openable now. Those are still blocked off. Oh, we should stop doing that. It's killing my charges. You have Swarm now. Okay. What is Swarm? I'm assuming that's an offensive spell. Swarm, 2nd level, causes 2 to 8 points of damage to the enemy, plus 3 per every 2 levels of caster beyond 3rd level. Unlike the spell's Darkness. So I'll have Swarm, thank you very much. Let's sleep. Let's find out what's behind this door. If I can remember where the key is gone. Oh. I wasn't expecting that. Oh dear. No buttons. Something in here changed. This changed as well because we got the glyph. Not the glyph, the other thing. But I do remember something like a door opening. It wasn't in here. Unless something changed underground, which is possible. Nope. A year of death is counted in souls, one for each moon. 4 is your goal. And then there's February, April, July and October. So I took that one because it was February, but that hurt. One of these didn't hurt. February, March, April. Oh, there's January. May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. See, it can't work the other way because this would be March.
Get over here!
Thank you very much, Scenario, for the subscription. 9 months. Thank you very much. Cool. So I'm guessing with this, I've got to take it the skulls without being hurt. So that's one. But that's January. It's got to be January, December. I used to play this game a lot, but I don't remember how far I got. It's the first time I've played it. I've heard of it. And what's the suggestion? I think it might have been Humble Squire that suggested this. I'll have to double check in a minute. See, that's okay. Yeah, I thought so. That's okay. So I got 1, 2, 3. never got past the first part with the ogre thing, but we managed to do it, so that's pretty good. It's a bit difficult. It's a bit difficult because it's not. This is not similar to the usual ones that I'm used to, where you just go down one by one and you get puzzles on each level. The fact that you've got to do level 1 to do level 2, and then you've got to do level 4 to do level 3 is kind of weird. Oh. Okay. Right, so we've got 4 now. So now what do I do? We've already pressed that. Although mysterious loner, I'm in the US, and while we knew of the Amiga from gaming magazines, I knew you could get them, but they just weren't marketed here really. It appears to be quite a games. There appears to be quite. I'm assuming you mean a lot of games library that would interest you. Yeah. I mean, even though it came out for. It did come out in America, but I don't think, like I said, it wasn't marketed. I don't think it wasn't very successful in America, and I think maybe the console craze just took over the America rather than the computer craze. I'm guessing. I don't know how the ST fared in America. I'm assuming that probably didn't. For us, it was a case of microcomputers with the thing. So we went from ZX Spectrum and or Commodore 64, and then the 16-bits like the Amiga and the ST came in. They were quite big. And then what happened after that? I think the consoles did start coming in after that. But for most of us, it would have been the Sega Master System. That was quite big over here. I remember the adverts for the Turtles. The Turtles game on the NES. I remember that. And I also remember confusing Sonic on Master System for the Mega Drive version, because the Master System version had the map and the Mega Drive version didn't. And then my first console was the Mega Drive. I think that was in late 89, maybe pushing 90. I got that. It might have been pushing 90 because the Mega Drive had 2 packing games. The first packing game for the Mega Drive was Altered Beast, but the next one was Sonic, and I got that one. I think for me, PCs were after that, but I don't know about everybody else. Oh, it would have been for some people that stuck on consoles, probably between Saturn / PlayStation. PlayStation got really popular. I think a lot of people just waited for the PlayStation. There were some Saturn ones around. I could be wrong here, but I think that's how it went. Amiga Live offers an emulator with a ton of built-in games. I've yet to try it, but fully intend to revisit the classics of my childhood gaming. So I carried on the Amiga kind of, because I played at other people's Amigas and STs, and then I carried on playing the Amiga through emulation in the 90s, because I got 2 emulation stuff in the 90s. One of them, and I rebought this again because I lost it, is this one, Specky Classics 3000. And the other one was an Amiga one that had some games on WinUAE and WinFellow. Was it WinFellow or just Fellow? And that's, I think there's a bunch of games on there, or just some games on there. I think I downloaded the rest because it was all ADFs back in those days. Give me a sec. Yeah, it has that appearance of a hybrid looking back. You've got games that look like console games, but then again you've got other games that look like DOS games. Yeah, I see what you mean. We had quite a lot of platformers, and then we get games like this, which is more kind of PC stuff. You could argue Defender of the Crown was very kind of more PC based. Mr. Nuts was probably more console based, like console end, if you see what I mean. I'd say Nebulous would have been more console end than computer. So yeah, you definitely got this weird hybrid. Hello there, Amiga Live. Just doing a bit of Black Crypt. Start to enjoy it now. I think the original 2 levels were just like and then where you got the thieves, it would just take everything, including the weapons. And then when I had to redo that section again, I didn't do it as well as the first time, but now that I know what I'm doing, it was much easier for me to get through. I'm assuming I'm supposed to be taking the skulls. I'm not seeing any other button. No, nothing. Oh, I missed this. Okay, this is where I was going wrong before. Missed the switch. What? HETIWS. On Earth? HCTIWS. Everybody's okay. Another bow. Just a bow. Another coffer. Nothing in it. Actually, I wonder. There we go. What on earth is this? HCTIWS. Oh, it's backwards. It's switch. Why is there a backwards switch? Why is this switch backwards? This the reason? No, because I've already pressed that. Unless I've got to press it again. No. Oh, does it mean to switch these two? That makes sense. How many of them are you? There's another one. Oh, no more, thank God. It's 2 exits down. Dusty scroll. Oh. I have forgotten to put an arrow in this hand. There we go. At last I have the answer to the riddle stone. At last I have the answer to the riddle stone. The Black War lasted 10 hours. Is that true? No, that is not true. Let's save before we go down. Okay. Robes of Sundar. Sounds like a mage thing. 16. 20. Okay. You're thirsty. Save again. What's the red stuff on the ground? You mean this? It's some sort of death gem. So when somebody dies, that gets left and you can resurrect the person. I'm happy with my party, so I don't want to change that. I don't know whether you can resurrect them anyway, but I don't know whether I want to. So far I've not needed to, so I think I'm okay. Oh! What's this? I'm assuming this is because I've put the robes on. Magic shield. Oh, nice. There's a button there. It's the only button, so let's press it. Nothing happened. This opened up. That's still there. Okay, so we were here, gone downstairs and come back over here. I see. There's more downstairs bits. Oh! Bit of a slimy thing on the floor. As it's starting in 2 minutes 5 coming up to. So we came up to this one. We need to investigate these four here, sorry. So when we come back, I'll try this one first. So I'll back in a few minutes. I'm going to add in a minute or so, and we'll see you all in a few.
Watch you
Welcome back, everyone. So let's go south, or turn south and come down here. So it's this one. The dead end area. With a suspect bun. With the buttons I can see. Oh Jesus! That made me jump. These things just pop out of nowhere. Should have rested. I'll rest now. You can't do anything because I bet you're thirsty or hungry. Thirsty. You're probably thirsty as well. Yep. Anybody else thirsty? Just give everybody a bit of water, I suspect. You're out anyway. Just have to persevere. Or who could just go back to the previous level and pick up some water. Which is always a good idea. I think I can do that. Oh. Another switch. So I'm assuming it's going to be the other end that I need to switch. So let's see what's in here. No. And that's the switch. Oh, another big chest. What we got? We got another key. Ring of Air Elemental. Amulet of Protection, so another Amulet of Protection there. I think you can wear this, because I don't think you got much in the way of protection. Gives you AC of 11. heard something then. But I don't know what it was. Oh, this goes back out to here. But I can just... So this kind of comes to there. But I can just basically do this. And then I go out this way. Or maybe this moved. Done it again. Two blades, not. Nope, that's not open. Okay. Let's see if I can get back. Right, that should be everyone sorted. Always good that I can go back to the previous level and replenish myself. Ring of Air Elemental. I don't think I need anybody for that, but I need the new key. So the new key goes blue. Oh, Scroll of Cure Poison. That's new. Yeah, it is new. So before I go and press this button, use this key. I suspect there's going to be another one of these behind here. Oh. Yes, there's the other one. Save up. Still don't know what I'm doing with these skulls. For how many hours did the Black War rage? Is this a protection thing from the manual? Because there is a section in the back about the lore of the Black Crypt. Let's have a quick read of it. May as well read the entire lot. So, the lore of the Black Crypt. Like the last yellow tooth in a warlock's mouth, the land of Astera remains the last spark of life in the all but dead Valley of Ghouls. Treetops give in to the late afternoon breeze, and the land exhales the scent of the leathered and damp hay into memory. I think about the past. I am known as Astera, as Martok, High Elder of the Clerics, and I have lived longer than most. long enough to remember a time before the White Wall when Esteroth, Paingiver, was just a boy. An adept student of the Cleric's Academy, only 2 season cycles passed before young Esteroth had mastered the highest degrees of his chosen art. Even the wisest professors could not satisfy his hunger for knowledge and power. Lothar, headmaster of the Cleric's Academy, knew better than anyone where such ambitions might lead. Martok, I myself, had spent long hours teaching him our strongest incantations, our blackest curses, and our most intricate potion recipes, he said as he paced the floor of my study one winter evening. I haven't had a student like him since Thorsten. You remember how that turned out. I did indeed. Thorsten had been banished from Astera many previous years for various abominations. Word had reached us later that he'd mutated himself into a raging beast and attacked a small village of sheep farmers. It had taken over 200 arrows to fell him. Looking back, I only wish Esteroth had turned out as well. Mother of Orlin, Lothar shrugged his shoulders to adjust the weight of his heavy robes and took the chair across from me. He's brilliant, I can't deny that, but Esteroth has surpassed the lessons we can give him. He has devoured every volume in our library and outlearned every one of my instructors. That much power in hands so young is dangerous. He should be watched. You are a wise man, Lothar, perhaps the wisest man I know. He coloured at my praise and pretended to study his cider mug. If you've taught him all you can, then Esteroth no longer belongs at the Academy. Give him an early graduation and make him a guildsman. The fellowship can rein him in if needs be. So it was that Esteroth was asked to leave the Cleric's Academy. For a time it seemed that his status and responsibilities as a full-fledged cleric would be enough for him, but in fact it was only a matter of weeks before he began weaving his own runes and summoning the wrong kinds of spirits during private experimentation. His heart was turning to ash. His skill and techniques were awe-inspiring and praised by the laymen of the nation, but soon his public demonstrations took an ugly turn. He turned common scorpions into enormous monstrosities, reduced small animals to red mist, even caused a slaughtered pig to leap from the chopping block and chase a frightened butcher out of his shop. Esteroth's pompous exhibitionism exposed him. It was obvious that against cleric code he was experimenting with black magics. The bells rang out an emergency call to council of the Fellowship of the Four. Pensive clerics, scarred fighters, scholarly magicians, and gentle druids emerged from their compounds and journeyed to the Hall of Seasons to expose and debate the implications of Esteroth's practices. Seated on skins in a large circle, the 25-member council met in a large roofless room, walled with granite and black marble. Alone in the centre sat Esteroth, upright despite his weighty medals of merit. He wore a beautiful robe of sapphire blue and blood-red cape spilled down his shoulders and pulled on the floor around him. His features were strong and strikingly handsome, yet old for his 19 years. Despite the outrage he must have felt at this inquisition, he looked as patient as a child, hands crossed in his velvety lap. There is no copy protection. No, I'm just wondering whether you've got to read the manual for this, because it must be in here somewhere. So that's why I'm reading this. With my permission, Lothar had appointed himself prosecutor. Knitting his heavy brows, he paced before Esteroth like a tiger. His simple brown cleric's robe swung out as he wheeled around to face the council, his voice beseeching. What good can come of this vile experimentation? Esteros smiled and cocked his head to one side and responded evenly, like a brilliant villain. What good cannot come of it? Imagine the good I could do. He ran his pale fingers through his auburn hair, a thoughtful, almost dreamy expression on his regal face. Lothar turned an uncommon shade of pink at Esteros' insolence, and then turned to address the High Elders. Imagine the damage he could do, he roared, spittle flecking his grey beard. Yes, agreed Esteros. Imagine the damage I could do against enemies in battle. Esteros' grin turned into a contemptuous sneer. Pity those who challenge my legions. His tone inspired an angry hum from the wary guild representatives. He plots against us. He'll kill us all. Madman! I am not a man, Esteros bellowed, and stood defiantly in the deafening silence that followed. He paused, letting his words sink in, then continued in a hoarse whisper that echoed throughout the great hall. I am no simple mortal, he hissed, thrusting a pointed finger at the aged men seated before him. Remember that when you speak against me. His last words rang out. He knew the council's solution to problems like this, banishment, and his angry pride wouldn't allow them pleasure. He stood away from his chair, raised his hands and slammed them together. All he left behind was a cloud of shimmering dust. According to Asta's historians, Esteros re-established himself in a cobwebbed and lifeless monastery many miles to the south. There he continues his unholy research and laid careful plans for revenge on those who scorned him. But Astera was only the first step on the bloody trail he envisaged. Esteros, like all ingenious lunatics, believed it was his fate to someday rule the world. A message to the Fellowship read, "Prepare yourselves, for I will come. With your tiny land as an example, the vermin of the world will learn that a god such as I must be feared and obeyed." Thus he had named himself, and thus did he survive to be. He honed his perverted spells, reanimating everything from freshly dead creatures to long-dead skeletons, the first of his wretched legions. In time he could summon beings from other dimensions. Demons of all shapes and sizes flocked to him, eager to do his bidding. Soon Esteros' army was formidable indeed at the scale of his plans required, but to lead his men into their first battle, he will lead a staff worthy of lieutenants. For this he called on the mightiest of the hell-bound undead. The first was a silent man-sized beast from the sea. His blue-green skin flashed like the abalone. When he rose to greet the sun, he was assured that the ocean offered no escape to Esteros' cowardly enemies. The second lieutenant was Medusa, a skinless creature with a hair of snakes. She had the power to turn man and beast into stone. Her talents will be useful indeed. The third lieutenant was a possessor demon. He was charred black and drew his strength from black thoughts and insincere hearts. The fourth was the most powerful, a ram demon, with the body of a man and the head of a great ram. Summoned from the bowels of hell, he served as a general under Esteros and was as loyal to him as a drunk to his ale. How much more of this is there? Oh, found it. 2 decades after the Black War, it says. Oh, the Black War, sorry. It's 2 decades. It's hours, you did say. There's just a lot to this lore. Here we go. So it is in the manual. You discovered this army camped around a large, desecrated castle on the far end of the valley and began a battle of spirits that raged for 40 long hours. Alright, so it's 40 hours long. Yes, correct. So technically there is copy protection, but it's not standard copy protection. It would be, you need to have the manual to answer that question, and we already know if you were here before, there was a scroll about somebody saying that you thought it was 10 hours. I'm assuming that's why there was a death crystal there, because he got it wrong. So there we go. Key there. Oh. Spell failed. Oh, this is interesting. Well done there. So yeah, copy protections did mean sometimes you needed the manual, because they put some information there that you need to refer to. It's a very weak form of copy protection, but it is technically the same idea behind it. And everybody's poisoned, of course. Lots of people gained level. Here. Today. What? I've got no You're diseased. Right, so I need... cure disease. One more to get rid of one poison. Gone. Here today, gone tomorrow. Here today, gone tomorrow. Okay. And... just not quite sure what they mean by... So this needs a dispel. The Black War lasted many hours. One for each champion, two for each power. Three for each weapon wielded with might. Four for each hero whose death came at that night. Okay. Oh, what's this? And there is a secret. Wow. Well, that was pretty brutal. How far back are we? Not that far back. Okay. we have no... I can't leave. Oh, Jesus, this is... Wow, that's a tough one. Can I just burn it down the middle? Fire wand. No, no spells are working. Do any of my wands work? Yeah, very strong. Not clever enough to know that the middle bit was a this bit was a wall. I didn't want to do that. Keep pressing the wrong thing. Right, where we go? Sure, we got a couple of wands. Got a fire wand. It's some protection, but some versions Crackers have moved it. It's probably removed in this one, but I didn't think about that, to be honest. Wonder if this spelling. I mean, maybe? Can't use anyone's. So absolutely no ones will work. Let's have a look at this again. No, as soon as I go through the wall, it traps me in. Fire wand, rectangle key. Oh, you've got a new spell. Book. But you can't use it for some reason. Or parchment. I just wanted to make sure you could fight without using your absurd magic. I was afraid you might be getting lazy. Oh, thank you, Esteroth. Get. Poisoned and diseased. And I can't use any potions. You swine. Can't even get out now. See, there was no block there. We went through this. Oh. Right, can I use... Yes, I can do it out here. Oh. She able to use it now because there was no spell. I couldn't use any spells, but I should be able to do... Oh, because I was clicking that, wasn't I? Idiot. Now I can do it. Whoops. So she's got a Shadow Shield, Ice Strike, and Blast of Cold. Nice. She's got a few more spells. We've got Refresh as well. You're both poisoned. Kill poison. There we go. Get rested again. Save up. Well, it was a bit difficult, but we managed to get through it, so that's good. I think maybe I was going and battling it with it slightly less health than I should have done, but that's fine. And let's have a look at your new spells. Excuse me. New spells are Shadow Shield, +1 protection for entire party, +1 for every 2 levels of caster beyond 6. Ice Strike causes 5 to 75 points of damage to enemy. Blast of Cold causes 10 to 40 points of damage to enemy, +5 for every level of caster beyond 6. And we've got Quake, which is yet to come up. So can I add these two? Keep those. Let's do another freeze. Let's chant it all in. Save that. Oh, it's another glyph. Nope, that's not working. Oh, we're on an ad break. I will be back in a few minutes. Let me just pause this. Alright, back in a few.
This is my land. I was born here. When I was young, I trained here, learning the Bushido, the way of the warrior. That was long ago. Now we live in an age of war. My neighbors are now my enemies, and my home is now my fortress. Here we stand, and if we should fall, our honor is still great. The training has finished. One day, it shall again be like it was when I was young. One day my country shall be reunited. This is our land, and it shall be stained with blood. The path to peace is a dangerous...
Welcome back, everyone. The advert for Shogun Total War reminds me now that since I'm not doing RTS, I'm doing strategy. Because we did end up having a look at Mission 4 Cyberstorm, which is not RTS, it's just a turn-based strategy. It means I can now add Shogun Total War to a possibility of being shown or being played. I'm just trying to think of, I should have it somewhere. Give me a second. I cannot remember whether Shogun is... I don't think it's 95able. I think it's more... might be 98. It's not going to be 95. Could also even do commandos behind enemy lines as well. That just goes under strategy, I believe. Let me just double check. Real-time tactics, is that I'd say it's technically strategy. Maybe, I don't know. That's the sold out software version of that one. I've got plenty of sold out software versions of games. Where is... This is right at the back. If it is, I'm not going to go digging for it. Sure I'd seen it. Of course, if Commandos applies, I do have a copy of Desperado, was it? Which is very similar to Commandos, but it was done as a Wild Western game. Yeah, it's right at the back. After just gonna nose it. Moby Games and see what it gives me. ...2000 Shogun Total War came out. Oh, minimum required Windows 95. I didn't realise that was that easily done. Minimum CPU Intel Pentium MMX, 32 meg of RAM. DirectX 7.8, really? Okay, because when I first played it, I played it on XP. Or 2000, one of the two. I didn't realise it was that playable on such an old machine. So yeah, real time and turn based, because the real time is the when you go on the field, that's the real time, but turn based is the risk type board. So what does commandos behind enemy lines give me? So it goes into real-time tactics. Strategy / tactics, yeah, so we can play commandos as well, which is good. I suppose, yeah, that's a really good thing, because it does just open it up to that sort of thing, gives me a bit more breadth on the whole strategy end. Hello there, Orange Kid. Is that a samurai-themed RTS? I think I played it back. Yeah, so basically, Shogun Total War was you picked a faction, and your whole point is to try and get rid of all the other shoguns. In the field battles, there were plenty of times I managed to have the samurai running from the field because you killed the shogun or something. So they were known as what did I call them? There was a particular name they called them. There were samurai. There were shogunless samurai. You could have them running from the field. I picked the Scion group, I think it is. I can't remember what the group it was, but basically you could use samurai, and when you advance later on, a samurai turned into geisha, so the samurai would get caught and killed, but the geisha could try and assassinate, but even if they got caught. So that was interesting. And it was doing quite well actually in the game. And then the game gave me a middle finger and lost me because, I lost because it decided that I had no heirs. So it was like, you didn't win at all. I'm like, you bastard. So I reloaded it. I managed to beat the game, but I just felt cheated because I was doing quite well at it. So, but yeah, we'll have to have a look at that at some point. The one you played was Battle Realms. Don't recognise Battle Realms. Oh, it's on Steam. Oh. Real-time strategy, published and released by Crave Entertainment and Ubisoft in November 2001. No, definitely not heard of that one. Oh, there's a big series of it, is there? So I take it the Zen one is a later one. Have a quick look again. Right, it's a remaster. I see. So it's only one game, but the remaster came out in 2025. But the original did have an expansion called Winter of the Wolf in 2002. A few expansions and sequels at that. First one was Samurai's. Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, no, the one I'm thinking of is part of the Total War series. The one that kicked off Creative Assembly's huge, basically, because it was Shogun Total War, and then they did Rome Total War, or it was around that time. It was one or the other, and then they did Shogun 2 Total War. Did they do a sequel to the Rome one? I can't remember. And recently they've done things like Warhammer 40k Total War, so that's the same series. What else have they done in Total War series? Oh, Shogun was the first one in 2000. Then they did Medieval Total War. Then it was Rome Total War. Then it was Medieval 2, Empire, Napoleon. Then they did Shogun 2 in 2011. Then they did Rome 2. Then they did Attila. Then it was Warhammer. Now, is that Warhammer 40k or... No, that was Fantasy Warhammer. So Fantasy Warhammer Total War came out in 2016. Then I did Warhammer 2. Then I did Total War Saga. I'm not sure what that is, but it says Thrones of Britannia. Then I did Three Kingdoms. Then it was Total War Saga again with Troy. Then they did Warhammer 3. Then they did Pharaoh, Medieval 3, and then they finally did Total Warhammer 40k. Oh, sorry, no. Let me rephrase that. Medieval 3 is TBA, as is Warhammer 40k TBA. Got the Rome one on a Steam sale for cheap, but never played it. Got a lot of those in my Steam library. Yeah, I should look at the rest of those, because I did really like Shogun, and I never got to play the sequel. So I got Shogun Total War Gold Edition, I think, because it does come with the Mongol expansion. Yeah, I really should look at these. I'll have a nose in Steam and see which ones I've got. Yeah. Right, let's resume. Oh, I need to get rid of this, don't I? I think I might have to use a scroll. There's my glyph one. Tenth level. You know what? Let's save first. As we've seen last time, if I use the wrong scroll, it will bite me in the arse. In fact, should I save... I'm going to save over A as well, because I don't want to go too far back. Since I know I can save over that one now. That looks like it's done it. Yes, it has. No problem, Denarian. Thank you for popping in. Also, thank you very much for the resubscription. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, hey. Oh, we got another key. Raven your shield. I don't know who'd want that. Tablet of... Oh, somebody's going to need a tablet. Is it you? It's you. You feel more agile. Excellent. Hello, mister. What are you up to? There we go. And a great shield there. Or you can have it for 26. Yeah. I think I'll need that. Careful, mister. Careful. You're in your claws. That's what the problem is. Yeah, you're in your claws. So, just gotta go back here now. Lots of progress tonight. think I saved. Good thing I had enough spells to pelt it with, because otherwise that would have been a bit yeah. Oh, water. And we've got some stuff. We've got Moon Key. So that is part of the puzzle. Plate leggings. Plate armor. You can swap. So you're on 23. $25. $26. Oh, for crying out loud, stop pressing the wrong thing. You've got... Oh, that's plate. Ring. $26. $27. Still on 27, okay. So that's this section done. No, I'm going the wrong way. I need to be over here. Frost Razor. Nice. So I need this side now. What am I doing here? A year of death, counted in souls. 1 for each moon. 4 is your goal. But I've got 4, but where would you put? One for each moon. So February's the 2. April's the 4. So there's difference of 2 between them. The interesting thing is when you go from April to July, so it's April, May, June, July, so that is 3. And then it's August, September, October, so we've got 2, 2, 3, 3. That's 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's 3, 3. So it's next to 2. Yeah. There's nothing on the walls at all. Nothing makes sense. Can I switch skulls? Give me a sec, I'll be back in a minute.
But there shall be peace. Peace under my flag. A peace carved by my sword. One day. One day. But not today.
Sorry, just need a bit of a break. Right. Year of Death counted in souls. 1 for each moon. 4 is your goal. What, do I have to take them? I mean, I've already taken them and nothing happened. Unless I've got to switch them. February, March, April, May, June, July, it's already gone, August, September, October, is there anything in the manual? No. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to sleep on it. I can come back to this next week anyway. We've got a lot of progress done today, so I'm quite happy with that. I'm going to not save it here. It's fine. Right, thank you everyone for popping in. It's a bit short of a stream, but I am getting a bit tired now. Yes, thanks everyone for popping in. Thank you again to Dan Aaron for the resubscription. I'm going to be back on Friday. Yes, Friday we've got some more Amiga formats. Sorry, not a format. Amiga challenges from the big list on Amiga month. Not quite sure what I'm doing yet, but we'll just have a look at the time. Saturday I may do another challenges stream. I'll see what I'm up to, how I'm up to it. And then Sunday we'll be back with Batman and Robin on the PS1. I did mention that I think on Discord that I did play it a little bit more after the stream. I did get to see Mr. Freeze, and he did kick my ass. So we should be able to get to see him then. Plus there's some more secrets that popped up. So that's for Sunday. And then Monday will be more Amiga Monday with Amiga Format Series 18, where we've got more games to look at. We've got Benefactor, which I'm hoping maybe to get past that really silly jump where you're going to do the double click thing. That was not happy with that. And more Black Crypt. So yeah, let's go and see who we've got available for reading. Linford Pickle is playing Horror Zombies. I don't want to spoil it for myself. So, yeah. Let's go raid Thundergosser, who is doing TurboGrafx 16 and PC Engine games. Let's see what he's currently playing. Airzonk, apparently. And he's already played Springer Mark II, apparently. Don't know that one. So let's start that raid. Right. Hopefully see you all on Friday. If not, you know the rest of my schedule. It's over there. Until then, I will see you all later. Bye.